Your mama loves you, and rightfully so, but that does not mean that you can use her testimonial on your sales page for your coaching program. In this video, we're going to talk all about how you can accidentally be illegally using social proof and testimonials in your coaching sales process and what to do instead. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. We are in the middle of this selling legally sequence, and I don't want you to miss a thing. We've all seen it, those long sales pages with tons of testimonials and positive comments in groups. And if you're anything like me, you've wondered, how the heck am I ever going to get there? I totally understand. And the reason why it's so desirable is because we know how effective it is at helping people make purchasing decisions. So if you caught my video a couple videos ago all about the overview of illegal selling tactics, you know that our main way of staying in line with FTC guidelines on what you can and can't say as the coach in your selling process has to do with being accurate and truthful and not misleading. And that is also true when it comes to social proof, because we know how effective it is in helping people decide to buy. This means that we cannot use our testimonials and social proof in a way that is misleading. And that's the big thing that we're going to talk about today. So there are three main things that I want you to know about using testimonials on your sales page. The first one, I want you to be sure that your testimonials are not saying things that you can't say directly. Things like, guaranteed you'll lose 10 pounds if you join this health coaching program, or guaranteed you'll make 10K a month in 90 days from now if you join this coaching program. Just like you can't make that promise, neither can your clients or past students in their testimonials. So you'll definitely want to go and check that your testimonials aren't saying things that you can't promise, but by putting them on your sales pages or in your social media, that you might accidentally be vouching for those statements as if you made them yourself. Now, the second thing about testimonials is that the person looking at the testimonial needs to know who this person is and if that would influence what they said about your program. Now, this isn't just about your mom or your best friend or people who love you who are leaving you testimonials, but it also goes to whether somebody received a free program in exchange for a testimonial, or whether they were given some sort of discount, payment, or just other benefit for leaving the review when they might not have left the review otherwise. If you're thinking, these testimonials are not going to be helpful if they follow the law, just hang tight, because as we near the end of this video, I'll show you how to overcome some of these things so it doesn't feel clunky or dissuading of your audience to buy, but instead still gives that amazing boost to your sales without also violating the law. Now, the third way to make sure that your testimonials are accurate, truthful, and not misleading is to be sure that they are actually for the program that you're selling, and if not, they specify that they are for something else, and that your testimonials as a whole help your buyer understand how they are the same or different from the people in the testimonials, and what the likely result they're going to get from the program will be, not the best result, the most likely result. So let's dive into those two parts. The first one is, instead of just putting that Anne had such a great experience in your program and doubled her sales, you want to say that Anne had a great experience in your program and doubled her sales, but she was already getting a full influx of sales calls every week. This is important because it will help your buyer understand that if they are not also getting all of these sales calls booked, they are probably not going to get the same result as Anne. Now, the other thing is, your testimonials as a whole should be most likely what's going to happen in the program. And for most people, this is going to be something qualitative, like confidence, like structure, like a routine they can follow, education they've been needing, a simpler path, whatever it may be from a qualitative standpoint, instead of a numerical outcome like weight loss or money earned or, new sales coming in, those types of things. Then we want to be sure that the people who had really amazing results, outsized results, that instead you pull those testimonials out, which I know sounds crazy, and actually do deeper dives into those clients' results. This is an amazing case study style marketing that not only is really compelling, but it also helps you comply with the law, because you're not just using your best testimonials that on the whole would mislead people about the result they're likely to get. When you do the case study style, you can go into depth more and further refine exactly what this client brought to the table that allowed them to get such amazing results with your work and can help your prospect or potential client further differentiate how their situation is different from your star students. On the whole, this makes your work much more credible and transparent while also getting tons of traction out of your amazing results and testimonials and social proof. So I mentioned, I'll tell you, this doesn't have to be something that you push off to the side or fill it with legalese. Instead, you can just make some simple refinements to your existing social proof. After the person's name or company or however you identify it, just a few words on what they came to the program with. Same thing. If this is someone who knows you, you could say, this person is related to me, but she gave me her unbiased opinion about this program. You could also say, this person received a free copy or a beta version or was a student in another program that had some overlap. As you can see, it's not saying don't use these testimonials. It's just clarifying what these testimonials are providing in terms of information to your prospects. I hope you can see that this is something that will stand out because almost no one is doing this right. Instead, they're just loading the page with whatever and whenever when it comes to testimonials. And this is not actually the best way to use these. Around here, I always like to have a practical benefit that also helps you meet your legal requirements. All right, so in this series, we have talked all about sales page no-nos, all about those illegal value stacks, and today we covered the proper use of social proof and testimonials. Let me know in the comments if you had any aha moments about the way that you're selling or the way that people in the industry are teaching you to sell. By the way, if you loved these tips or got something out of it, please like and subscribe so that you don't miss the next video and you're always notified of what's coming next. It also helps the rest of the world know that this information is something that they can use. So speaking of making sales using this amazing social proof, stay tuned for our next video, which is all about actually collecting payment legally in 2025 and 2026.